Hello my boys, good morning. This is an universal power leveling method that you can use in order to level up alts in Path of Exile 2. It's quite tanky, solid damage, everything is great. Also it costs under 1 divine orb to make. I need to stress that I'm not the creator of this method. There are plenty of videos now on YouTube addressing Pillar of the Cage God power leveling, but I did my own adaptation. This setup is easy to understand, new player friendly. So I tried my best to simplify this setup so everyone can do it. You know, even sucky boys that just install Path of Exile 2 will be able to follow my setup here. Okay, my boys, we're in game. Now to make everything easy to follow, I created 3 big transitions. This you will do it once you enter the town in Act 1. This you will do it at level 14. And this we will do it at level 24. Very easy transitions. You also have the MOBALYTICS links. We will talk about everything. So the core of this leveling method is this stuff here, Pillar of the Cage God. This item doesn't have a level requirement, meaning that you can use it early in the campaign. We're stacking a lot of attributes and we're getting benefits from the stuff. The most important line is the last one, increase weapon damage per 5 strength. Also strength will give us a lot of life, which will make us tanky through the campaign. Okay, my boys, let's start first explaining the items. The most important item is the staff here. What you need to understand that the staff by itself, it sucks. We need to have some flat damage in order to scale it with the increased weapon damage per 5 strength, which is essential. That's why when you're gonna buy this Pillar of the Cage God, make sure that either it has 3 sockets, and we will use inside glacial runes like this. Yeah, so this will give you more flat cold damage that we will scale further with strength. Or you can buy one with 2 sockets, but make sure that it has an element corruption. The most potent one is cold damage to attacks because of Ice Strike. You can also get with fire damage corruption or lightning damage corruption. It works fine, but make sure you have 2 sockets because you will want to put glacial runes inside like this. So either way you go with 3 sockets and you put 3 glacial runes, is fine. Or you can get one with a corruption and you put 2 glacial runes inside. Sometimes maybe it's more expensive to get with corruption, then you'll just go with 3 sockets. That's about it. Now these items don't have a level requirement and are simply the best that you can use. We will use this helmet that gives you flat strength that we can scale and rage generation. We will use this thing because you will move faster. This ring here will help you with the intimidation debuff. So the enemies will take more damage and they will deal reduced damage to you. We use these boots because we want to have some early movement speed. This belt is OP as fuck because it gives us 50 flat strength that we can scale right away with the stuff. And also these gloves here will give us some flat physical damage to attacks. So you want flat damage effects because we scale it greatly. For the other ring and amulet, you can gamble it from the vendor in town. Random ones, you know, you just gamble it and push whatever because we will gonna switch them anyway at level 14. At level 14 you want to use this thing, Gold Ring, and you will keep it until the end of the campaign. A lot of sucky boys, they complain that they die on cruel difficulty, and the most common issue is they die to physical damage or the lack of elemental resistances. Make sure to put some sockets on it so you can put extra resistance runes, yeah? We want to move faster, that's why we're gonna use Wanderlust. This gives you 20% increased movement speed, and you can remain with this boost until the end of the campaign. It's fine. Here you want to use this blue ring because it has synergy with Herald of Ice. Yeah, so this is mandatory, we're gonna use it. And this, for all the sucky boys that die early, will give you some life, some strength that we can scale. It's just great. We're gonna use it until level 24. Now at level 24, we're gonna use this beauty here, Cloak of Flames. This will help you greatly with physical damage mitigation. When you buy the Cloak of Flames, you can either go with more sockets. It's optional, you don't need to have 3 sockets, but you have more flexibility to socket resistance runes inside. You see, it's a quality of life. Or even that line, physical damage taken as fire damage, you can get it with a better corruption. Again, it's not mandatory. This is personal preferences if you want. Now you want to use this amulet. This will give you flat dexterity and life, all sexy and nice, but the last line is important because it has synergy with our Tempest Bell here. Yeah? Basically this is overabundant support on an amulet. And here we will use close combat, so we deal more damage when we place our bell. It's a great setup here. Use this one. Optionally, you can put some Flesh Catalyst maximum life to bump it up, or you can anoint it with whatever nonsense you wanted from the skill tree. It's up to you. It's not mandatory. Now we will start using rare items, which are important. So we scale our damage greatly from flat damage to attacks. So we will find it on the rings, and we will find it on the gloves. So I created here a better trading filter that you can use in order to buy your rings fast, so you don't waste time. Yeah? So we're scaling flat damage to attacks. Doesn't matter if it's cold, fire, lightning, or physical, they all help. So I will provide this better trading that you can just click it here. Once you reach the cruel difficulty, you will want to use this belt here, Inferno Clasp. This will raise your maximum fire resistance, which has synergy with the Cloak of Flames. Also will give you more fire resistance. In the skill tree will also push the maximum fire resistance even more. Yeah, so this setup helps greatly for the cruel difficulty, so you don't die easy to physical attacks. It's a form of mitigation that is very effective. Okay, my boys, for the skill tree, it's extremely simple. We're gonna use the same concept to all the classes. Basically, no matter what class you have here, you will go at the bottom. Here you want to go to the edges, and then you go to the bottom, and you take all this wheel here that gives you attributes and increased attributes. Then you will want to proceed further, taking these things that give you more strength. Yeah, and this one that it gives you damage per strength, and because we're stacking a lot of strength, we will benefit from this node slightly. Then you want to go here, take these strength nodes. Then you want to take this Keystone Resolute technique. And don't worry if it's hard to follow, I will put screenshots for each class. So you see, each class will have a progression like this, so you know exactly what to do. You see number 1, you will go here towards number 1, then you go to number 2 and allocate, then you get the number 3s, and then you go at the top and you allocate the numbers 4s. This will be for all the classes, the same points. Let me explain it further. So after you take this Keystone Resolute technique, which will make you hit all the enemies, you don't have hit penalties, you want to go here and take this thing that will raise your maximum fire resistance and it has synergy with your Cloak of Flames, will help you greatly on the cruel difficulty. Then you want to go here and you will take this thing that will give you more movement speed and skill speed. By now it will scale greatly the skill speed, so we're gonna take it. Then you're going to want here to go up, and we will take these nodes that gives you some dexterity and attack speed. Here you get attack speed per dexterity, we're gonna take it. Here we can take this one for more dexterity, and this one which is increases dexterity, overall dexterity. We're gonna take these ones, and then you go at the top and you want to take these nodes for the quarterstaffs. This will give you flat dexterity, and we go here. This will help you freeze the enemies faster, and this will help you to stun and freeze the enemies faster. It's a great quality of life. If you have excess points, invest them into whatever. The setup is complete. When you path, you want to prioritize strength. So you'll take strength everywhere. This will scale your life and also will scale the damage to attacks. If you need to equip an item, for example, this one requires 20 int, no problem. You'll just take some int nodes so you can equip your items and then you continue with strength. Another thing that I need to talk about, 2 jewels that you can take. This one, recover 2 mana on kill, because we're killing the whole screen, your mana will go up pretty fast. And you can also take one with recover 2 life on kill. Yeah, this is optional, you don't need them, but it's a great quality of life. The other jewel sockets, it's up to you, socket whatever, this is a lazy guide. Now let's talk about the gems. Until level 14 you're gonna use Glacial Cascade with Primal Armament, Martial Temper and Upheaval. This will shoot more projectile pretty much. You also have the Mobalytics link. From level 14 till the end of the campaign we will use Ice Strike, and you want to support it with Primal Armament, Martial Tempo, Rage and Inspiration. This will help you with the mana cost. Rage will help you greatly with the damage. Here you want the Tempest Belt and you want to support it with Concentrate Effect, Heavy Swing and Close Combat. This will help you with the damage. And lastly we want Herald of Ice, support it with Cold Mastery, Magnified Effect and Long Shot. Good. Remember to apply quality, which is big. Here you're getting 10% more attack speed, which is a big multiplier. Here you're getting more hits for the bell until it gets destroyed. And here the Herald of Ice has bigger explosion radius. So you'll apply Gem Cutter Prism on all of these gems, which is important. Another thing that you want, you need to have lesser Jeweler's Orbs in order to unlock the third support slot. And here greater Jeweler's Orb. This is 50 Exalted Orb, this is 1 Exalted Orbs, and you put here Inspiration. Another thing that a lot of guys forget is to always level up your gems. Yeah. So as you play, you want to level your gems up. It's very, very important. Let me demonstrate. You take here a gem, you level up your Tempest Bell, your Ice Strike and Herald of Ice, always. This will help you with the damage. And don't worry, we don't have mana issues because we are using Inspiration. So my boys, in order to simplify everything, we're using just 3 gem setups. This is more than enough to finish the campaign. And remember to upgrade always your gloves and your ring. As you level up through the campaign, you have the better trading filter also. Now, if you're a perfectionist and you want to spend all your spirit here, sure, you can take Overwhelming Presence, you can take Wind Dancer, or you can take Attrition later. But you really don't need them. This is more than enough. Now, let's show the rotation here, how it goes. You just put Ice Strike and everything will get smashes. If you have a rare enemy, you will press the bell and you will attack the bell, and this will do great single target damage. This was a blitz guide regarding Pillar of the Cage God power leveling. Remember to check the Mobalytics link. Cheers!